Hi guys, I am Dawn from DCC Designs and I am so excited to finally be here on YouTube. So if you're somebody that follows me on TikTok or Instagram or you're part of my Facebook group, no worries, I will still be on those platforms. But this is where I'll be sharing the longer tips and tricks and projects that you guys have been asking for. If it involves Cricut, Sublimation, or Canva, I am all in. Whether you're somebody that's just starting out or somebody that's looking to really increase their skills, I am here to help. Let me tell you how I ended up here, because I definitely did not go looking for this. This amazing crafting journey found me, and I have not looked back once. After 25 years as a stay-at-home mom, I got a job in a craft store. During the interview, they asked me what type of crafts I knew how to do, and among other things, I mentioned that I had a Cricut machine. What I didn't mention was that it was the old cartridge-based Cricut. And quite frankly, guys, I didn't even know how to use it, but they didn't need to know that, right? Well, to my surprise, several months into me working there, they asked me if I would be interested in teaching Cricut classes in their classroom. And I instinctively said yes, and then I froze in my spot because they wanted me to teach the new computerized machine. This machine was fancy. I had no idea how to use it. I didn't even know how to use the original one. But I said yes, and then I sweat for a solid month. They handed me a box with the new machine, and they said, take a little time to learn it. It should be easy for you because you know the old machine, and let us know when you're ready to start teaching. So every day after work, I would come home and I would sit in front of YouTube, just like I'm sure many of you are doing or have done to learn to use your machine. Now, a few weeks went by and I still felt like I had no clue what I was doing, but they wanted me to start teaching classes within a week or so. So I told them I could do it, but again, I was so nervous. And I said to my husband, I don't know if I could do this. This is going to be an epic fail. And he said to me, and don't tell him I said this, but he was right. He said, fake it till you make it. He said, your students don't know what you don't know. You know enough. Go in and teach them what you know, and the rest will come. And that was exactly what happened. And guys, I taught these classes in this craft store for well over a year. The classes were a huge success. I was filling the classroom night after night after night. Unfortunately, at this point, the craft store decided that they were going to close their doors and they were going to shut down and go out of business. So I had a lot of students that were very disappointed. They wanted to continue their classes. They were actually offering me their homes to teach the classes. Now, obviously that wasn't going to work, but I went out and I found a location that I could start teaching in. And I found a place and my program was successful. But then once again, I had to pivot because COVID hit. And a few weeks into one of my programs, we went into our 2-week lockdown, right? We all know how that went. I decided I was going to start a little Facebook group to keep my group and my students in contact and crafting through this 2-week lockdown. And we would just continue with our program. So I was teaching my classes through Zoom, and my private little Facebook group somehow, some way, went public. And before I knew it, I had 5,000 people in my Facebook group, and I was teaching classes not only all across the United States, but I was teaching classes in Canada. I taught classes in Africa. So things just really took off. And I felt that my next logical step was to hop over to TikTok, something I never thought I'd be part of, but I wound up on TikTok. Huge success. I hopped over to Instagram. Instagram is just now building, and my Facebook group is still intact. Now, for those of you that do follow me, you probably remember that I put one YouTube video out about a year ago. And I had every intention of bringing my content to this platform, but then my son got engaged and life happens, and I just had so much going on a personal level while learning TikTok, and even Instagram, that this platform just fell by the wayside. I have committed in 2025 to bringing you at least one video a week to start. Once I learn the platform and I know what I'm doing, I will bring more videos to you. We'll have tutorials, we'll do projects. I'm planning on going live here. I'm going to do all the things. So what can you expect from this channel? As I've been mentioning, I obviously teach Cricut. Through COVID, I taught myself all things sublimation, and I taught myself how to use Canva to tie it all together. So you can look forward to tips, tricks, projects. We're going to have real talk. I tell you as it is. I don't hold anything back. We're just going to have a whole lot of fun. Now, what makes me a little bit different than some of the other YouTube channels out there, and I hope I don't regret this, but I'm one person, so be patient with me. The difference between me and some of the other creators that you may follow is that I'm accessible. I'm not just another face on your computer screen. I'm here for you every step of the way. I cannot wait to be part of your creative journey, and I'm fully committed to helping you make the most of it. So be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that little bell, because I've got a lot to share and I don't want you to miss any of it. Now, as you'll hear in all of my other videos on all of my other platforms, don't forget to like and follow for more Cricut, Sublimation, and Canva tips, tricks, hacks, and inspiration.